And then the Lovers card came out, so the Lovers was involved. I asked who that was. Who was who is the ones in love? Because I thought this reading was for Aries, Leo, and Sag, and then a Taurus card came out, the Hierophant. So I thought it was for either a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag, and a Taurus. Then this King of Cups came out, so I wanted to clarify who this King of Cups was. He's an older man who was wealthy enough to have wealth to pass down to the generation. Then I did some more cards because the Juggling and Lovers came out, and somebody felt that they were in bondage with this King of Cups, more than likely over money, because then the Eight of Pentacles came out. Lovers are, and the Lovers were the King of Cups. So Cups usually represents Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, and then the Ten of Rods came out, which wands, rods, however it resonates, are usually Aries, Leo, or Sag. So that leaves the Taurus as a third wheel. So what's going on here? I'm totally confused. I feel like I'm on a Jerry Springer show with this reading. So we are going to try to figure this out. This was actually intended to be a fire sign reading, but it is apparently something a cross watcher really needs to want to see. So we had clarified that these two lover cards in this reading, not that this resonates for everybody, but in this reading, the lover card is one of the two, either a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag, and it has something to do with money, perfecting. That is quite interesting. Well, now that we know that, if you're just now tuning in, I just was live, but I had to get off for a minute to go take care of something, so now I've come back, but it's still on my profile, my videos. So let's get to it. Now that we've got that all cleared up, let's get to it. What was this supposed to say? What message is this supposed to have for someone? A tower moment. That keeps coming up. Tower moment. A message. Page of Rods. There's a message in here. The Lovers in reverse. Lovers usually means Gemini also as well. I hope there's not a fourth person involved in this. But the Lovers in reverse. Love triangles. I got the coronavirus going on, so I don't know how in the world people are getting themselves in love triangles unless you're doing it online. Or if you're one of the essential workers working, is that happening at work? You know, the Lovers in reverse, quarrels, can lead to separation, can lead to material difficulties. Be careful not to make a hasty, unwise choice. And before then, the Tower came out. So there, and the Three of Wands, watching something leave. Three of Wands here. Watching something leave. This magnificent Tower moment. Let's clarify this Tower moment. Two of Rods. See a man staring He's got the world in his hands. So this wealthy person and the strength card and the fortune, I'm assuming someone won the money. So I'm assuming this tower moment is probably over money. Oh. And you got the Magician upside down. The message. The Nine of Pentacles, an abundant person. With the Sun. With the Sun. Let's clarify the Lovers. Let me see what this is all saying here. Oops. Let me see what this is all saying here. Let me type. Got people watching and no one's saying nothing. Everybody's quiet, all tuned in. That's great. That is great. The Cups, Six of Cups in reverse. The Lovers. Ace of Swords, upright. You will be successful. On the Hierophant in reverse. The Taurus. In reverse. Often an unconventional and shows a discard for rules. Rich people usually do. They feel rules do not apply to them. Which, that's cool. Rules do not apply. You got the Three of Rods. The Three of Rods, yeah, it's the Three of Rods. Upright. Trade and bargaining at the horizon. You're negotiating from a position of strength. Who is that? Who is negotiating from a position of strength? Chariot. In reverse. Justice. Upright. On the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is someone who doesn't play any bullshit games. Hierophant in reverse, huh? Oh, the Chariot, I'm sorry. Chariot in reverse. Chariot and reverse. The Hierophant. The Hierophant was someone who thinks the rules don't apply to them. And then a Chariot came out. In reverse. Someone with lack of control. Reverting to bad habits, failure to follow through. Also possibility of setbacks with travel arrangements. Now, if you go back and look at the other video, it will say travel due to judgment. Due to judgment by the Queen of Swords. Queen Queen of Swords got pissed and said, we ain't going anywhere. Yeah, not going anywhere at all. Hi, how are you? Let's see. What pissed this damn Queen of Swords off in this reading here? Oh, broken heart. I said, what pissed her off? Broken heart. Oh, okay. Well, in the beginning of this reading, this was about a fire sign. This was a King of Wands who we had discovered because a King of Cups popped out. There's something going on there, and there also was a Taurus involved. So someone's heart got broken here. I believe it may have been the Taurus. What sign are you? Can you type? Are you able to type? What sign are you? Nice to meet you. If you can type, let me know what sign you are. Oh, broken heart. 8 of Rods. Swift movement. And again, we still have the Aries, Leo, Sag thing going on. Yep, 9 of Rods. The Aries, Leo, Sag still. 9 of Rods. This is somebody who looks like she had been through some shit. And she is guarding what she's got. The Knight of Pentacles. So something happened very quickly with this broken heart. Let's clarify this 9 of Rods. 7 of Swords. In reverse. I don't like this guy, though. Look at him. Look at his face. Doesn't he look like he's up to something? Like he hangs his head down in shame. You know, so it's in reverse, so it's the opposite. The Knight of Swords, ready to go. Like I said, this person hangs their head down in shame. Knight of Swords they're ready to charge on whoever this 9 of Rods is. And then the Page of Pentacles, who's wanting to learn something. She's researching something. She's also invested. And earlier in this reading, well, you'd have to go back to the other video. The King of Cups was someone who was wealthy that was in the position of life where he would have wealth to pass down. So now we're into a broken heart here. Someone trying to protect what they have. Oh, something just fell out. 7 of Rods. 7 of Rods came out. See that? Fighting off something. Fighting off something. Especially during this time. Good Lord. We had a protest like a block away from my house that lasted like 15 blocks all the way around the middle part of our city. And the good part is they were still in their cars, but they blocked off downtown. Nothing could get through. Their ambulances couldn't get through. Their nothing. And they didn't get their way during their protest. Our governor's not paying attention. By the way, I live in Michigan. So now they're planning on Monday to come back with guns. Now, does that make any sense? So, could be the situation we're going through. You're a Sag? Well, woo, this might be for you, Sag. Well, you said you're a Sag, and the 8 of Cups flew out. Walk away. Walk away. And I got some videos in there in the beginning before I did this live one. I did another live one right before this. I'm new to live YouTube, so I was trying to figure even the settings out in the beginning. So the beginning of the video is kind of boring. Me just like looking at the camera all like this, trying to figure out how to even work this thing. Then I started doing the reading. And so it's quite interesting here. So you're a Sag. So is there a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces that you may have in your mind? Because this is something to do with that. Only in America, yeah. Oh, Australia. That's cool. I was just saying I wanted to pack up and leave because it's so crazy here now. Like, I went grocery shopping the other day and it was so ridiculous. I think I'm seriously losing my mind with this lockdown because they're playing messages in the background about keeping 6 feet away, and it just seems like something you see in a movie. And I just stopped and did a complete circle in the store, just looking around, and I found myself talking to myself out loud, no one with me, that I cannot believe this is my life. I can't believe that I'm seeing what I'm seeing. This belongs on a movie. Crazy. Belongs on a movie. Yeah. Ace of Swords. Whatever situation, the Knight of Swords. Pretty weird that these swords start popping out. Hmm. Everyone's gone crazy. Yeah. Is it like that there where you're at too? My internet's a little slow, so. Oh, you got a message. Rods. Got a message. Yeah, I don't know when they plan on this being over with. We're supposed to be done April 30th. I don't know though. These people keep making our governor mad. We're never going to be done because she's talking about extending it as a punishment. I don't know how much longer I could stay locked up. Ten of Swords. 10 swords in the back. So the message is betrayal. Broken heart. And the 6 of Cups usually means fantasy. See? The castle in the sky. It's in reverse. So I mean, stop fantasizing. I don't like it when cards come out like that because then I feel bad. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. Something being divided. And the Moon, which also could represent Cancer. Remember the cups? The worst is past. I want to see who this Pentacles is. I don't know how far behind my internet is to you. We've had snow in April. It was like 70 degrees 2 days ago, and then now it's like 27 and snow. Like everything's going wrong. Even Michigan's protesting the weather. 8 of Cups. There's 2 people there. They're on chains, hooked to something. I always see this as somebody controlling people, but it was in reverse, so the control is over with. Well, that's too bad. Hearts had to get broken and get rid of that, but to every bad, there's a good. Queen of Cups. You know, you can feel the energy when you see her. Something being divided. The control is over with. Star, bright future. This is also an Aquarius symbol. This card did come out before all of that and said that the past is behind you. Whoa, that must have been the past. Then you got the Five of Swords. I always see this guy like carrying trophies, and you see how he's putting a sword down, like he's standing his ground, you know, like I will not tolerate no more. And I had cards fall, so I have to go pick them up. And we had the Seven of Swords also, and the Ten of Rods. carrying a lot, carrying a lot of burden. So, past is behind you. The ugliness is behind you. You're free. And you got a bright new beginning. That came from the message card that came out. I do want to clarify this moon, though, because that was part of the message. And sometimes that can represent a secret in the reading, because a Cancer does keep popping out. And maybe that King of Cups was actually a Cancer person. So let's see. I think I need to put some books underneath of me. I got this table, and it just feels like it's up in my chin, and it has my arms way up in the air. It's very uncomfortable. The Hung Man in reverse. The Judgment. And the Ten of Cups in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And the Nine of Pentacles upright. The Nine of Swords upright. Somebody is worried about something here. And because of this, Ten of Pentacles, which is an older man, and this usually means wealth passed down, is in reverse. With somebody who is abundant but is worried. People think money buys happiness. No. Brings worry because big money brings big bills. Oops, the card just flipped. You got the Empress in reverse. Juggling. Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Juggling. Page of Pentacles. Somebody invested in money, or somebody who's trying to do research on something. And the Two of Rods in reverse, which Rods is Sag. Mhm. The 10 of rods popped out. Usually means, carrying burden. Right along with this pentacles, juggling and worry. I don't know if you or somebody is juggling too much and you're stressed out and worried over finances. And I'm not sure if that was supposed to come from an inheritance or maybe child support or a lot of people are getting stimulus checks, but I am not. Eh, isn't that funny? Worked hard, hard, hard for many, many years, but because I made too much money, I don't get a stimulus check. Not a very nice reward, huh? The Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups. Something's in the past. People read the card in many different ways because a lot of people, went to school and actually had, people tell them what this is supposed to mean. But my background reading comes from something completely different. I was raised with Wicca and the third generation. So I see this card as being something different than what most people do. This is a person standing in front of 9 cups. As if, like if you're a cash register at a store and there's liquor behind you, you have to go through the cash register lady or man to get to the liquor. So you have to go through this man to get to these cups, but they're empty. They're empty. So why is he protecting these cups? He's protecting something. He is the middleman between what whoever this is for is juggling and stressed and worried about. He's the middleman to it. He is the person. We have to be nice to them. But he is the person in charge. I well, not always, because it really depends on how the cards lay out. But I always want to know what's in those cups. Are they empty? You know, what am I negotiating here? Page of Cups. Page of Cups. I also will see this sometimes as an offer because she's putting her hand up and she has a cup with the fish. And then you see the waves coming up. An offer, if you accept it, it changes the situation. So I always see that as an offer coming out. She's got something in that cup. See, this person had 9 empty cups. What do you think is better? The 9 empty cups that we don't know what's in there? Woo! Or the full cup that you know something's in there? Had a bunch of cards fall out. Earlier, there was a card that said decision. So, as I'm saying, here's a decision: 9 empty cups or 1 full cup that you know something is in. Some people are very risky and like to take the risk, and some people want to know for sure. However, the Wheel of Fortune came out also. And the Sun. And the 10 of Rods. And the King of Cups again. Then the 8 of Swords. Bondage. Bondage. So as I was saying, some people are risky and like to take the risk, and some people do not like to take the risk. Some people want to know what they're getting themselves into, and other people just jump into it. But it's bondage. Oh. I think I might have lost my internet connection for a minute. Trying to see. Okay. Let's clarify this. 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups, the guy guarding the 9 cups, 9 empty cups. A wish of material things. Like I said, 9 empty cups. Like, what's in there? What's in there will be granted. That was this. Will be granted. She popped up after that. So, Prista from Australia. Hope you go back and look at this. Wish will be granted. But you still got some bondage because some bondage came out. What are you bonded to? Besides your home. Keep losing my internet. Keeps going in and out. Hi, how are you? The Fool. Usually means a leap of faith. 6 of Rods. The 6 of Swords. Journey. Going somewhere. You're going places. And the Hermit. You're no longer hiding. Hopefully that means this lockdown is over soon. We're supposed to be in a lockdown, but I think people in my town are really tired of it because you wouldn't think we're in a lockdown anymore. There's people everywhere. Everywhere. Like a lot of the fast food restaurants won't let you go in. I don't know if it's like that there. You have to wait out in your car. You have to order online and then they'll bring it out to you. Like, I don't know. It's cold and snowing, so to have employees walk out in the cold and snow to bring somebody food, I don't know how that's helping, but anyways, a lot of people are out of Hermit here. And the Tower card in reverse, so you're digging yourself out of a rut. And the 4 of Pentacles, which usually means holding on to something tight, a grip, finances, or, whatever. I imagine with this coronavirus stuff going on, a lot of people have been trying to hold on to their finances pretty tight, but you're digging yourself out of the rut. You're holding on tight. And the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles now got involved. And when he's reversed, he is a ruthless person. So now we got a mean, bitter person involved here. And I'm just kidding. You got a King of Pentacles in reverse. Where did this guy come from? Who is this King of Pentacles? Somebody's either coming to you or you're going to them. King of Pentacles just got involved in this. I made another video. If you go back and look, it just keeps going and going. But who is this King of Pentacles? I can't. I can't do big cards, big astrology cards. I got these little hands, and I can't shuffle of them right, so I always have to use little ones. I'm not a small person either. I'm 5'7". I'm mid-size. I got these tiny hands. Who is this? Oh, got an Ace of Rods. This King of Pentacles is going to be starting a new beginning. New beginning. So, the journey card, I think it was Seven of Swords came out. So a journey. So he's either coming to you or you're going to them for a brand new beginning. The Queen of Cups. I see the Queen of Cups. I think I talked about it before. Looked like she had been through some stuff and she's drinking. She's timid. Like this is her retreat. And the Wheel of Fortune. So whoever this King of Pentacles is appears to be happiness at first, but I would be cautious of that because the King of Pentacles in reverse is someone who is very ruthless and controlling and manipulating. So just have your guard up for that one. Let's do this Ace of Rods. I hear some weird noise outside. I told you no one here is in this lockdown. I see teenage kids walking around with masks. It's snowing. I'm like, honey, it don't matter whether you get that mask on or not. It's cold. But people are restless. Most of the time, they stay at home and play on the video games until you tell them they have to stay at home. Now they don't want to stay at home. Now they want to be out. That's how it always goes. They got the Page of Swords. I always see that as somebody like on guard, like they're ready. It's like a boxer putting up their fist. That's how I always see that. See the Page of Swords. With the Nine of Pentacles. An abundant person. With the Ace of Cups. Wish fulfilled. So a new beginning must be something that you're wanting, something you're wishing for. Probably even before this lockdown, huh? This lockdown caused a lot of distance between people. Oops, card fell out, so let's see. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Someone who seeks knowledge. Someone who is seeking knowledge. Actually, that should go on the Queen. Oops, more cards fell out. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Whoops, see that? What's in my, you know? It's a brand new shiny cup. She's got a brand new shiny cup too. There are two people that are battles. Almost like they meet their match, except for one's a queen and one's a knight. But either way, this queen, even though she's a queen, she still put up a fight. She still put up a struggle. She looks like it. And then here comes this knight in shining armor with a cup. But he's looking down in the cup, and she's looking down in the cup too. You notice that? She's looking in the cup and he's looking in the cup too. That's why I think, these two, they're made for each other. It's almost like they're thinking the same thing. They just come out of this. I don't. You guys coming together. Being each other's support. Seven of Swords. My favorite person with the ill look on his face. He looks like he can't be trusted. Looks like he's, there's Seven of Swords. He's got five. He's leaving two behind. And look at his face. He's got his head down in shame, you know, you know. And look at this guy. It's not all sun shining. It's a cloudy day. And there's a castle behind. He's leaving something behind. Oops, I don't want to do that. Leaving something behind, but I'm going to tell you something. This Eight of Cups came up, which usually means walk away. It's in reverse. It means don't walk away. So, like I told you in the beginning, this new beginning, this King of Pentacles, he looked like he was the perfect one. He was a brand new beginning. He was going to make you happy. But no, you'll be leaving something behind. And this is saying don't walk away. Don't walk away from whatever you're going to leave behind for this new beginning. You too. Don't walk away. Hi. Oops. Knight of Pentacles. That already goes there. Knight of Pentacles. Don't walk away. Judgment in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Oops. Five of Pentacles in reverse. See, if it's upright, that means the worst is behind you, so it's in reverse. So that means trouble's coming because it's not behind you. It's in front of you. It's in reverse. The Emperor. The Emperor is Aries. Aries. Strong leader. Now we got an Aries involved. The Star card. Brand new beginning. So maybe there's an Aries actually going to come your way. Don't fall for this. King of Pentacles. It looked all good at. Eight of Pentacles. Or Pentacles. Wands. Eight of Wands. Usually means communication or swift movement, but it's in reverse. So it could mean communication stopped or movement very slow. But the star came out for bright beginnings. So it could be this Aries is moving very slow. Or maybe you've decided to move very slow. Oops. Got all kinds of cards falling everywhere. Somebody has decided to move very slow in this. Two of Swords, a decision. A decision has to be made. And this decision is probably going to have to be made between this King of Pentacles and this Emperor. King of Pentacles and this Emperor. He was in reverse, which means he's mean. So this is probably where you're going to have to make a decision between these two. Let's keep the Wheel of Fortune because we still haven't clarified that, the Wheel of Fortune yet. But let's see. I gotta give my arms a rest because they're up in my chest because this table's too high, so I have to shuffle. Looking down. So I have to make a decision between the Emperor and the Pentacles. Between the Emperor and the Pentacles. Let me find the Emperor. The Emperor. The Emperor is an accumulation of wealth. Can also indicate a desire of independence. Well, he came afterwards. He came after the King of Pentacles. So maybe somebody is really wanting to be independent, and that is a decision. Stay or go. Oh, well, let's see. I got the Hangman. The Hangman. Stuck. Somebody is stuck with the Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. You know, there's two people looking down in flowers. Some people think that this is a face of sad. Now, this one isn't grinning showing teeth, but she don't really look, disappointed. But if you look at her eyes, she looks like, this will do. But it was in reverse, so that will not do. That will not do. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles usually means juggling. Two of Pentacles, not juggling anymore. Releasing some of it. The Two of Pentacles in reverse says, you appear skilled at multitasking, but you are putting in a false front. It is not as easy as it looks. So you're juggling too much, but you're making it look easy. Making it look easy. And when you're with somebody and you have a good relationship, other people want it. But it's probably hard to maintain that relationship. Manifesting. The Emperor. The Emperor here. Manifesting. Manifesting independence. Making a decision. And the Nine of Cups. In reverse. I say that as not taking the risk anymore. Yep. Page of Pentacles. You're not researching for knowledge anymore. You must have found out all you need to know. The Knight of Pentacles. All in reverse. And the Strength in reverse. And the Five of Rods conflict over. Got no time for this. 7 of Swords in reverse. So you must have found out all you needed to know. Or you think you know everything. Think you know all you need to know. Mhm. Now we got the Wheel of Fortune. Let's tie this up with the Wheel of Fortune. See that? Fortunate person to have a lot. The Hangman, stuck. 2 lovers. And the 5 of Cups.